Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over X and Y intercepts. So the agenda for today, if you haven't completed it already, make sure that you complete your Do Now, that quizzes, this video lesson, and then there'll be a check for understanding, so review quizzes. Again, make sure to watch the entire video for the password, and as always, this is for a grade. All right, focusing on the X and Y intercepts. So the point where the line intersects with the x-axis is called the x-intercept. The point at which the line intersects with the y-axis is called the y-intercept. So let's identify the x and y intercept. So let's take a look at our x-axis. All right, so this point is going to be our x-intercept. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So x is going to be, so x-int is going to be equal to 8, because this is our x value, and then 0. Our y-int, so our intercept, is going to be equal to 0, comma, and then we got to find our y value. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so this would be our y-intercept, so it would be 0, comma 8. All right? So sometimes we'll need to find them algebraically. So to find the x-intercept of an equation, we're going to set the y equal to 0 and solve for x. We'll do the opposite for the y-intercept. All right? So let's take a look at this one. Let's solve for the y-intercept first. All right? So we're going to do 0 equals 3x plus 6. And we just solve like normal. So we subtract 6 on each side. So now we have negative 6 equals 3x, and then we divide by 3 on each side. All right, so negative 6 divided by negative 3, we're going to get negative 2 equals x. So that's going to give us the point negative 2, 0. We change colors for the y value. All right, so this case is going to be y equals 3, 0, because we're just setting that x value to 0, plus 6. So this is going to cancel out. So y equals 6. So anytime that we're already in slope-intercept form, finding our y is going to be super easy because it's part of our formula. All right? But it's how we find it algebraically. All right, let's try them. All right, so let's do our x-intercept first. All right, so we have 0 equals negative x plus 5. Let's subtract 5 from each side. All right, so we have negative 5 equals negative x, and we just divide by negative 1. And remember, whenever we divide by negative 1, we're just changing the sign. So x is going to equal to 5. So we have 5, comma 0. All right, let's change color for the y. All right, so we're going to have y equals negative 0, which is going to cancel out, remember, plus 5, so y equals 5. Again, whenever it's in slope-intercept form, the y-intercept is super easy. All right, so y-intercept. Just going to do that really quick. Equals 1 half times 0 minus 8. Remember, these cancel out. So y equals 8 or negative 8. Again, we knew that because this is just telling us our y-intercept already. Just wanted to show you that again. All right, let's do our x. So we set our y to 0. 1 half x minus 8. So we're going to add 8 to each side. So we have 8 equals 1 half x. All right, and then we need to reverse that. So what we're going to do is we're going to, so this is 1 half times that. So we're going to multiply it by its reciprocal, so 2 over 1. So those cancel out. So 2 over 1. Now So we have 16 equals x. Hi, Ruby. You've already been fed. Stop. 16 equals x, which is going to give us 16, comma 0 for our x-intercept. All right. So since this one's already in slope-intercept form, I'm just going to do our y-intercept real quick. So we know that that is 0, comma 2, because we know that this is a y-intercept. All right, let's take a look at our x. So 0 equals negative 4/3 x plus 2. Now we're dealing with fractions. They're not so scary though. So negative 2 equals negative 4/3 x multiplied by its reciprocal. So we're going to do times negative 3/4. All right, so those are going to cancel out. So this is times negative 3/4. Remember, we multiply straight across. So negative 3 times negative 2 is going to give us positive 6. And then over 2, 4 over 1, we get 4. Sorry about that. That was a weird little error. So anyways, this reduces to 3 over 2. So this is going to get 3 over 2, comma 0. Not always going to have a whole number. All right. So in this case, we're not already in slope-intercept, so we'll have to solve algebraically for both. So in this case, x is going to be x minus 0 equals 2. So we know that x equals 2. And then our y-intercept, we're going to have 0 minus y equals 2. So we have negative y equals 2. Divide by negative 1. Again, we're just changing signs at that point. Equals negative 2. Not too bad. All right. X-intercept. Substituting 0 for y. So 3x minus 2 times 0, which is going to cancel out, equals 12. So we have 3x equals 12. Divide by 3. So x is going to be equal to 4. What about our y? So 3 times 0 is going to cancel out. So we're going to have negative 2y equals 12. Divide by negative 2. Y equals negative 6. Perfect. All right, one more of this style. Okay. So x-intercept. So I'm just going to substitute that y for 0. So 8x plus 10 times 0. Canceled out, remember. All right, so 8x equals negative 10. So we're going to divide by 8. We're just going to reduce. X is going to be equal to negative 5/2. It's not going to be perfect, as in whole numbers. So 8, so this is the y-intercept. 8 times 0 cancels out, plus 10y equals negative 10. So 10y equals negative 10. Divide by 10. Y is going to be equal to negative 1. Not too bad, right? Okay, password for today is phone. Password for today is phone. All right, so this is our last slide. Okay, so we're going to be graphing by the intercepts. So in this case, we're going to solve for our x and y intercepts, and then we're going to just plot those points and we're going to graph those. This first one's pretty easy for us, all right? So it'll be x plus 0 equals 3, so our x-intercept is 3, 0, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, so right there. What about our y-intercept? So we have 0 plus y equals 3, so y equals 3. So we have 0, 3 for our y-intercept. All right, and so what we do, we can just plot our line. Pretty easy, right? Not too bad. All right, so this case, we're going to have to solve for our x and y intercepts. So we'll do our x. So -4 equals 20, -4x. So we divide by -4. And I just, here, 5 times 0, it's going to cancel out. So x equals 20 divided by -4, so we have -5. So we have -5, 0. Good, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And then for our y-intercept, so -4 times 0 is still going to cancel out. So we have 5y equals 20. So we divide by 5. So we have y equals 4. So we have 0, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just connect a line. Not too bad. All right, remember, the password is phone. So we have this short exit ticket review. Let me know if you need any help.